some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Great pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your...
Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robles. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of options here. Run or pass on third down right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
And the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. This is a designed run. Got some room into the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fit in the window for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer us. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Using his legs, it's Chunk. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Power football with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Inside. Touchdown, Volunteer. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, man, look out! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little space. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's strong. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. Fourth down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols will try to pin them back. Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the quarterback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Swings it out to his running back. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, still looking. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now rolling to the left. On target. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Tight end now in motion. Now on the move. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown! Wow! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
42 Spider.
To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Vols will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was staying to themselves.
Breaks into the open. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
He's got an open man. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Robles. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Unloads to the wideout. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Gonna run it. It's Chung. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his man. It's Robles. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
You want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Robles. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the quarterback did a really good job there, hanging in and delivering the pass, knowing that he was going to get hit. That really paid off for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open and he's trying to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one third and long. Might be looking to run. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Chung. Picks up the first down. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that one will put him on board in the second half. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Toss to the outside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteer! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Trucks through the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Calls his own number. Breaks into the open. Touchdown ball. And they kick it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Etienne. Oh, what a caught! They finally get him on the ground, and the Davis Jr. turning in a big play after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra